Health alert escalates after 3 more chikungunya cases are logged, one of which was at a Wong Tai Sin school. Battle for Victoria Park's Lunar New Year market reaches fever pitch, with prime spots sold at $51,000. And we have Nobel laureate Randy Schekman shedding light on his work on Parkinson's disease and the development of scientific research in Hong Kong. Good evening, you're watching Cable News. I'm Evan Bai. Health authorities are working to determine the source of infection of one of 3 new chikungunya cases, a school staff member in the same Wong Tai Sin estate as the first locally acquired patient. But parents expressed confidence in the school's precautionary measures. Kunting Yang shares more.
The Center for Health Protection is investigating whether a 55-year-old woman, a staff member at Rannish Church Grade School in Fung Tak Estate, represents a second local transmission. Her infection source remains unconfirmed, as she had traveled to Shanwei and Shenzhen in Guangdong before developing fever, rash, and joint pain last Friday. The school, among 3 located within 200 meters of the initial local case, has maintained normal operations. Students were seen attending classes as usual. Parents expressed confidence in the school's proactive measures, which include regular fogging and readily available repellent. This parent said she trusts the school's readiness, saying there is no need to panic. Principal Tsai Sang emphasized that anti-mosquito regime was already in place, calling the case sporadic. Meanwhile, 2 additional imported cases were confirmed: a 67-year-old Tongchong man who had visited Foshan and a 76-year-old Congguan woman who traveled to Guangzhou and Huizhou. All 3 patients are hospitalized in stable condition, according to the CHP. These new infections bring Hong Kong's total chikungunya cases this year to 47. In response, Chief Executive Zhang Li stressed the government has launched all-round measures, including a new cross-departmental steering committee to coordinate mosquito control. Secretary for Environment and Ecology Tsai Ching-wan also visited Wong Tai Sin to oversee the efforts firsthand. Kunting Yang, Cable News.
The auction for Victoria Park's highly anticipated Lunar New Year fair stalls continued for a second day, with hundreds of bidders vying for a spot at the city's most famous festive market. A prime dry goods stall was sold for $51,000, marking the highest price in recent years. Best Leon reports.
51,000蚊第2次，51,000蚊第3次成交。
The stall, strategically located near the Causeway Bay entrance, attracted a fierce bidding war that saw 36 rounds of bidding before finally being secured. The winning bid was $51,000, a dramatic increase from last year's price of $23,800 for the same spot. The successful bidder, a 3rd-generation owner of the traditional Puchaiko pudding shop, stated that he was determined to secure the stall his family has operated for over a decade. Despite the high cost, he vowed not to raise prices for customers, emphasizing his commitment to cultural heritage over profit in a sluggish economy. The competitive atmosphere extended beyond individual operators. A secondary school successfully secured 2 connected stalls for a total of $34,000. Dozens of senior year students participated in the bidding process as part of a hands-on business education experience. The plan is to sell green products and promote an eco-friendly ideology. A teacher leading the group noted that this is the school's 3rd consecutive year participating and expressed hopes for a profit of $30,000 to $40,000, which would be used to support students in need. While the dry goods store price hit a post-pandemic high, it remains about 20% lower than the pre-pandemic record, according to the organizer. The bidding will continue on Thursday for the rest 78 stalls. Best Learn Cable News.
With Hong Kong's population aging, conditions such as Parkinson's disease are becoming more visible in public health conversations. For Nobel laureate Randy Schekman, the search for answers is both scientific and personal. And in a time of geopolitical tension, he believes nothing should stand in the way of exchanges in basic science. Jamie Liu talks to the UC Berkeley professor.
Schekman has dedicated his career in uncovering how cells communicate and transport materials such as hormones and proteins. In 2013, he shared the Nobel Prize in Medicine with 2 other scientists for their work in vesicle traffic. But when Parkinson's disease struck close to home, taking away his wife after 20 years of declining health, science took on a personal dimension. The disease causes nerve cells in parts of the brain to weaken, leading to symptoms such as tremor, and may make everyday tasks like walking and talking difficult. In addition to his own research, Schekman now leads a global research network to uncover the molecular roots of the disorder.
With the goal to identify novel targets that the drug companies can tackle. Because until now, most drug companies have worked, to the extent that they've worked on Parkinson's, it's to find things that diminish the symptoms. What we desperately need is to figure out how it develops, how it progresses, and then to find drugs that stop the progression. If we could stop the progression at the earliest stage, it would be a completely, easily manageable disease.
In recent years, Hong Kong has ramped up support for innovation and life sciences, especially in commercializing university research. Schekman believes that university science should remain open and publishable, not restricted by private contracts or commercial secrecy. Against the backdrop of heightened China-US tensions, the American scientist believes politics should not get in the way of scientific dialogue and praised Hong Kong as a place with open conditions for academic exchanges.
There's no reason that there should be any interruption in communication about basic science. I come here often, I speak to these people, we exchange information freely. So I think Hong Kong is a great place to be. And
regarding the rapid development of artificial intelligence technology, Schekman described it as an enormously valuable tool. While it is built on human input data, he believes scientists will still be guiding experiments in the future, not computers. Jamie Liu, Cable News.
Chief Executive John Lee will depart for South Korea on Wednesday to attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit.
Building a sustainable tomorrow.
Highlighting the theme of APEC, Building a Sustainable Tomorrow, Lee noted that this year's meeting will focus on issues such as trade and investment, artificial intelligence, and demographic changes, aligning with his policy address. Ahead of the APEC economic leaders' retreat on Saturday in Gyeongju, Lee is scheduled to participate in a series of sideline meetings, where he will share Hong Kong's new measures and experiences in strengthening international trade networks, attracting investment, and promoting AI and technological innovation. Separately, the city leader will attend a delegation to Shanghai next Tuesday for the 5-day China International Import Expo. A record of more than 350 Hong Kong companies will participate in this year's expo. While in Shanghai, Lee will also host a larger-scale promotional event to help mainland firms go global through Hong Kong. In a display of alliance reaffirmation, Japan's newly elected Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi and visiting U.S. President Donald Trump signed a pivotal trade deal and a critical rare earths agreement, promising a new golden age for U.S.-Japan relations. Quentin Yang reports.
Japanese Prime Minister Takaichi rolled out a red carpet for Trump at the Akasaka Palace in Tokyo, waiting at the steps to greet the U.S. president at his entrance. The two leaders displayed an instant chemistry, with Takaichi beaming beside Trump for the cameras. Trump was visibly pleased as well after receiving a basket full of gifts, including a golf bag and a putter irons owned by the late Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, whom Trump called a great friend, and more importantly, a promise by Takaichi to nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize, which was confirmed by the White House. The two then strengthened bond by signing a trade agreement. Japan pledged to invest a colossal $550 billion in America, while the U.S. imposed a 15% tariff on Japanese imports, notably automobiles. Not stopping there, the two new best friends also inked a deal to secure rare earth minerals, aiming to diversify their supply chain away from Beijing. At the meeting table, Takaichi pleaded for a stronger alliance, as she pledged to restore Japan's strong diplomacy. For his part, a satisfied Trump said he's here for any help.
On behalf of our country, I want to just let you know, anytime you have any question, any doubt, anything you want, any favors you need, anything I can do to help Japan, we will be there. We are an ally at the strongest level.
He also announced the immediate delivery of missiles to Japan's self-defense forces. Commenting from Beijing, Foreign Ministry spokesman Guo Jiakun stressed that the U.S.-Japan alliance must contribute to regional peace, urging Japan to address its neighbor's security concerns arising from its history of militarist aggression. Quentin Yang, Cable News.
HSBC's third quarter profit fell 14% as litigation expenses blunted rising earnings from its key wealth management business. The banking giant remained bullish and raised its profitability outlook for the year. Bess Leung has more details.
HSBC's profit before tax for the 3 months ended in September was $7.3 billion, down nearly 14% from a year ago due to higher operating expenses, including legal provisions of $1.1 billion stemming from the Bernard Madoff investment fraud cases dated back years. Income from its wealth division for the third quarter jumped 30% year-on-year to $2.68 billion, while net interest income rose 15% year-on-year to $8.8 billion in the reported quarter. The UK lender upgraded its guidances for the whole year, citing rising confidence in the near-term trajectory for policy rates in key markets such as the United Kingdom and Hong Kong, with NII reaching $43 billion or more.
We have demonstrated this quarter that we are becoming a simple, more agile, focused bank built on our core strengths. The positive progress we are making gives us confidence in our ability to upgrade our targets. We now expect banking NII of $43 billion or better, and we now expect 2025 ROTE, excluding notable items, to be mid-teens or better.
Meanwhile, the bank said the provision booked for Madoff cases will trim its Common Equity Tier 1 capital ratio by roughly 15 basis points, brushing off any impact on its payout policy. The group reiterated its midterm target of CET1 at 14% to 14.5%, with dividend payout ratio of 15%. Separately, HSBC noted that it saw some initial signs of stabilizing in Hong Kong's commercial real estate market, with demand in high-end properties recovering, hence leaving the assessment of overall expected credit loss at 0.4% of its total loans unchanged. Bess Leung, Cable News.
Now let's take a look at the stock market. The Hang Seng Index ended the day down 87 points. Top active stocks of the day. Checker Fund was down 6 cents. Tencent was down $11. Xiaomi was down 88 cents. Meituan was down $2. The city's young elite swimmers continue to deliver outstanding results at the Asian Youth Games in Bahrain, adding 2 golds, 1 silver and 2 bronze medals to their tally. Sasha Lee set a new meet record of 25.59 seconds in the women's 50-meter freestyle final, beating the national team swimmer by 0.1 second to claim Hong Kong's first gold of the Games. Teammate Ghislaine Ma secured the bronze medal. The duo later teamed up with Chelsea Lamb and Eunice Mann to clinch gold in the women's 4x100-meter freestyle relay final with a time of 3 minutes 45.60 seconds, shattering the game's record. Ghislaine Ma also claimed silver in the women's 400-meter freestyle, while James Lau snatched bronze in the men's 100-meter butterfly. So far, Team Hong Kong has bagged 2 gold, 1 silver and 5 bronze medals. On to the weather now. Mainly cloudy, 1 or 2 light rain patches in the morning and at night. Sunny intervals in the afternoon with a maximum temperature of around 26 degrees. That's our news tonight. I'm Evan Bai. Thanks for watching and good night.